What is up, everybody? This is our fourth episode of Guest List, and next to me, I am of course Bromer, your terrible host because I can't remember anything. Next to me, we have Shroot as a co-host, and below me, I have our very special guest today, Sage Arts Design, which I'm currently trying to move his name because I had this backwards.
I just noticed it.
I was like, oh crap.
I didn't want to say anything, but thank you though.
And with Sage, we have a very special guest who was on the podcast before. Half of Brave Value, Pragmatic.
Oh,
The man,
everybody.
the myth, the legend.
Now,
Who you or Prague?
Prague, of course.
Now, for you guys who don't know, Sage, by the way, follow Sage Arts Designs on all platforms. Yeah, that's all it is, just Sage Arts Designs with the
Yep,
S.
that's it.
Make sure you
Yep.
follow that. Because this man is an amazing visual artist, probably one of the better ones I've ever seen perform. Because
And he's great. I love him. I love his designs.
and the reason
Also, he knows like, I'm not trying to suck your dick, but like you're so nice and you love to teach people. I was like, yo, can I learn After
least-
Effects? And you're like, yeah, I got you, bro.
At least do me a favor, just like dirty talk a little bit, just because like.
and the main reason I was like, yo, let's bring Prac on too is because the visual artist, yes, big, probably the most important part of any show outside of the music. And I'm like, well, I know these two work together a lot. They do a lot of streams together. So let's just see like what they both have to say about not each other, but just how they feel about the other way. I don't know how I'm trying to say this. I'm an idiot. But I feel like I kind of got that across. But Sage,
Scotty, I understand he wants foreplay, but like we're going straight in there, okay?
Just go right at it.
full send.
Go right in there.
But Sage, how long you been doing visuals, my boy?
So I've been making animation and doing like graphic design for like since I was a kid. So it's like I want to say like almost 15, 20 years. But I've been doing visuals, like VJing and doing like stage production stuff since like 2015. So
Hell yeah.
Oh wow.
And I
Yeah.
know you have a fucking list of artists. Who's like your favorite artist that you've worked with?
it's really hard to say because like some shows it
Top
was
four.
fun. Top four. Let's see.
In no specific order.
Okay. Yeah, that takes a lot of stress off of it.
I know because I'm like, wait, best artist, yeah, that may cuck you in the future, but nah.
Yeah, so one of my favorite ones is definitely Flight. He's a really dope like drum and bass artist from I think he's from Austin, like in Texas. Really cool homie. Like really talented, and not to mention that show I got to work with like all like my local homies that all really like did a great set, and I got to play drum and bass the whole night. So like it was great. And then let's see. Besides that, one of my favorite shows I did was like a super memorable one was when I did 12th Planet and Cascade. It was like a memorial show for one of the guys that kind of like influenced me out here. Then let's see. I'm trying to think. It's like a long list of shows I've worked, so it's kind of hard to say, dude.
I get it.
Yeah.
If those are some
one
of
of
your
my
favorites.
Yeah, those are some of my favorites. Some of my favorite online sets, like when I did Landoni, that was really fun. Anytime I get to do random like midnight set with Prague is always dope. So if that's any kind of reference,
Well,
saying
okay, about the midnight set. Prac, I know you do that shit live, but Sage, do you do the visuals live too?
a lot of times, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
So it's all just, all right, Prac, you're just gonna be like, fuck it, I'm playing this tonight, right?
There's literally so many times that me and Prague have done sets where it's just like we're all hanging out in one of the Discord channels, and like I'm like, "Yo, you down to play?" And he's like, "Yeah, let's do it." And we'll just jump on in like minutes right after.
That's fucking dope. But what, like,
Yo, I'm kind of missing these sets. Y'all holding out on me?
no, it's in our
I
sister
mean-
server.
Yeah.
Oh, it's in. Oh, okay.
It's
I
in
see.
Beyond.
I go beyond. I missed
No,
it, I guess.
usually the sets are really late, so like
Ah.
don't worry if you miss it. Like
Yeah, it's
That-
literally like there'll be times where it's like 6, 7, like 4 o'clock in the morning was one of the last ones we did.
Oh my god.
God
That's
damn.
5 for me.
Jesus Christ. Like, I mean, I'm up already because I work, but that's just
Yeah.
fucking crazy. Like, there's a lot. Like, I know there's not that many people, and you guys are just like, fuck it, send it. Let's do this shit.
I mean, it's fun, and a lot of times it's like as I'm making content, like especially since I'm making content all the time here, it's really cool to be able to like just be like, hey, I want to see what this looks like live. Like, I can't wait to do this in my next set, and then getting to be able to do a set with Prague, and not to mention it's always a good time, you know.
Yeah. But-
yeah, and for me, it's practice. Like just
Yeah,
another
same.
new
Yeah,
mixes,
like-
new mix of songs. I just started like looking, like freestyling, looking for March songs that I have on my extend library.
You need practice, Prac. Like, you're already a fucking fantastic artist. And
Dude, when you can get to the AMC 6 deck point, then you're dope. Got
Oh
it.
my god.
Yeah.
For that, like, super
Yeah,
down.
So
yeah.
ready for it. Like,
For anyone who doesn't know, please explain that, Prac.
What AMC?
AMC
six deck?
6 deck set.
Okay, so AMC is one of the biggest drum and bass artists, like DJ. Basically, my DJ example to follow. So my idol, if you gonna put it that way. And actually, my style of mixing drum and bass is kind of like the same style like he make. I learned a lot of stuff from him. So yeah. Now, like, if you go to like his DJ set, everybody in the comments says like, "Oh, I don't know, 4Dex is too like is a limitation for that guy. Like, he can play 3-4 songs at the same time." And now that Pioneer came out with the 6 decks mixer, and he said like he's gonna throw us with the 6 decks. It's gonna be like, wow.
yeah.
The dream of every like fan of AMC is like coming to drum and bass, basically.
Like
It's gonna
trying
be
to
like-
process like him like switching between 6 songs at the same time. Like how? What even? Like
Yeah,
I mean-
juggling between songs, like, bro.
yeah.
that's kind of like Squanto, isn't it? Where he does his mega chops.
Oh yeah. But,
Yeah, but-
you know, drum and bass, so it's better.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
obviously.
exactly.
It's like twice of the time, like faster of the
Yeah.
Squanto,
Yes.
because
Instead of-
Squanto is like half time, and drum and bass is like really fast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
And get that is like really really hard, because I'm still practicing that, like trying to get the same
The timing and
juggling.
everything.
Yeah, timing. The jog they call
Yeah.
that juggling, like the chain of that is called juggling, and I'm still practicing that, like, because it's really really hard on drum and
Yeah.
bass.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, so like that's gonna be fucking nuts. Do we know when that's actually happening, or is that just something that's just like in the air?
Let me see. I think he posted it like
I
a
think it's
preview
tomorrow.
of it.
Yeah,
I think
actually
it's tomorrow.
Tomorrow? Oh,
What
fuck.
time?
I think for East is 2 p.m. If I
Oh,
remember.
okay, that's
no,
cool.
no, wait, no, 3 p.m. I think.
That's so
Okay,
early.
that's fine.
I know
because
Pacific.
he's in the UK.
Yeah, I know Pacific
Ah,
time
fair
is
enough.
like, yeah, like a noon,
Okay.
like
Which
a 12,
means Eastern time it's 3.
3.
Thank
Okay.
God. I maybe I'd make it up for that because, well, I sit on my ass all night and do nothing. By the way,
Yeah, same here.
if you are not subbed and you sub right now, I will go grab another land shark and I will shotgun that shit.
Do it.
Just
Do it.
Well, if I need a sub, if somebody subs or gifts a
Someone
sub, I'll
sub.
do it. What?
Uh-oh. Sonny, what are you doing?
Sonny's in the chat. I don't trust this.
Sonny's in the chat.
Oh.
I
Oh.
Shotgun for sub, he says.
If rules comes,
Sonny?
I'm only doing one. If you sub one, if you give 5 subs, I'm not doing 5 pocket chocolates. I'm not trying to die.
What if it's like 1 sub, a bunch of bits? Like, if like people like do it separately, would you do it?
Yeah, I'll do it. I'm
Okay,
about it.
bet.
Bet. Don't you dare fucking.
No, Sonny. He's not doing. If you do 5 subs, he's only doing 1 shotgun.
Yeah.
Correct, bro?
Yeah, for gift subs, if you do X amount, I'm only doing 1. Fuck all that other noise. I ain't trying to die. But if you do 10, if you do 10 or 20 or a high number, I'll do 2, 3, depending on the number. I'll play it fair.
Alright. Over you. I was in the gaming stream on Tuesday, and we were doing shop for subs, and it was literally 1-to-1. And this guy keeps donating subs. And I was like, damn, who is this guy? Turns out I was playing with him.
Oh, you son of a bitch! I called him out the other day. I'm like, were you gifting subs to yourself to force yourself to drink?
Oh,
Like, I'm not gonna lie, that's actually really fucking smart. Like,
okay, Romer.
Alright, keep them entertained while I go get a beer and get it fucking punctured.
Okay, so
Whoa.
this is a little bit of a technical question. Back in the day, I heard a lot of people arguing up. 2. I heard people arguing, is dubstep like 70 BPM or is it 140 BPM? What do you think?
Well, it's hard to say, but actually, it's both. There's not like a actual BPM for any genre. If you look
yeah.
for,
Right.
you can look for house between 120 to 128, and now you can find it to 150 and crazy stuff. Like I
Yeah.
know like people like Amelie Lenz, she played more techno than house, but similar.
Brummer. Sonny donated.
Oh,
Gotta get another one.
another
can
one.
I'm
see
gonna
the
do this
disappointment
one,
on
and
his
then I'm
face.
gonna wait to do the next one. Like, I'll wait like 5 minutes. I will do them both. Don't fucking worry, but yeah.
Yeah, like people like Amelie Lenz, like artists. I'm not gonna say people, artists
love
like
her.
Amelie Lenz. She played like a set starting like 128, and she hyped it up to 170 BPM at the end. Like not always, but there's some rare cases, and it's still like house or techno. It's like there's no like a
Yeah. That's
limitation in music, basically. Yeah, but between 70 and 140 is the same thing. It's like it depends on the DJ. Like if you
Okay.
how you want to
fair.
look at it.
I'm sorry, what were we talking about?
fair. We were talking about nerd shit.
Nerd shit. Okay. Are we talking like straight nerd shit, like D&D, or are we talking like just production shit?
Yes, production shit.
Okay.
D-
I had to be clear, man. You can't say nerd shit around me. I'm a fucking giant nerd. I don't know if y'all ever played D&D, but I fucking love D&D.
No, I played.
I had a when I was in a freshman in college, I had a group. We were doing D&D, and the DM was a fucking asshole because it was such a small college. There were only like 2 or 3 groups at that time, and the one I was in, the DM, despite being gender non-conforming themselves, refused to acknowledge the fact that I wanted a female character.
Excuse me, I'm sorry.
Nice.
I
yeah.
played a female character before. That was a
Yeah,
great
but
time.
this person was like, was just refused
To
to
let you do
acknowledge
it.
the fact
Yeah.
that I wanted to be a female in the game.
Fuck that. Sage, you play D&D?
Yep.
No, I have a bunch of friends that play, and they've been trying to get me to play. I actually thought about doing one of those online campaigns just to kind of get the hang of it. And right now is kind of the time to do it.
I'll run one if you're in.
I know you have to make a character.
It takes
and
20
that's
minutes.
Really. Okay, cool. Do I get to
And-
make a cool backstory?
You can make whatever you want, man. I am the most laid-back DM you will ever meet. Like, if you want to make a
Alright.
character that is like, my fucking father's a goddamn king, fuck it, you're a
Okay.
prince. I don't care.
Okay, I want to be a cleric.
You want to be a
Okay.
cleric?
Are
All
we
right.
doing Electric Vibes D&D?
We can do
Can
an
I do
Electric
one
Vibe
based
D&D.
off of a White Claw?
Yeah,
Bet.
actually,
I can have a whole
no.
full backstory and everything.
There is a character called the Drunken. It's the monk of the Drunken Way, and he gets more powerful when he drinks.
Bet.
Nice.
Got it.
I love monks. Like, that's my character. Like, if I'm playing a character, I play a monk. It's usually the Drunken or the Shadow. It's Drunken Master.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm about it. Like, if y'all want to fucking hit me up, I'll fucking run a campaign. Like, I'm not even playing. Like, I really just want to play D&D. My house
That'd be
sucks.
dope. I was gonna say Electric Vibes like D&D campaign would be fun.
Oh, it'd be a shit
Yeah, it
show.
would be.
Yeah.
But I'd be putting all. I already have a campaign written because I just run them in my spare time.
Yeah.
So
I was just thinking, can we do it where it's like kind of like raver like base, where it's like everyone's a different type of art, like DJ. So it'd be like the classes would be like the different genres. So like for example, like instead of like warrior, it'd be rhythm.
Oh, that's gonna be a lot of work. I can do it.
Um,
I can do
That
it.
would be fun.
DMV,
Yeah.
sure.
D&B, like
D&B.
bet.
D&B,
All right, I'll start
D&D.
working on that. Like, you gotta give me time because I gotta fucking transfer shit and just.
Dude, a VJ is just a drunken illusionist.
Mages or VJs. Fuck it. If you're a
Yeah.
sorcerer, you're a VJ.
Wizard, got it.
Wizard VJ.
Wizard.
I'm about it. Have like fucking fighters be like death step, like since they're fucking trying to be big and trying to hit shit hard. Or no, barbarians be like death step artists.
Yeah. Wait, well, which one would be house like artist then?
House is usually jumpy. Am I wrong?
Yeah.
And
And like very like I want to say like classy.
House is just kind of like groovy, you know? It's a constant
Yeah.
beat.
I'm trying to think, cause like I would probably put
Bards.
a bard. Yeah, bards. Bards would be
Bards, yeah.
perfect. Have rogues
I-
be like the fucking dubstep artist.
With all the ninja sounds like at every drop. About it.
I'll definitely start working on this shit. Like, I'll make it work. I may have to change a few fucking spell names and shit, but
Yeah.
we'll make it work.
I feel like this would be the greatest D&B, like the greatest like D&D like campaign.
Oh, it would be terrible. It would be so like I mean,
Absolutely horrible, but it'd be amazing.
it would be a hell of
Yeah.
a fucking time. And I'm gonna put it
that's-
real with you. The entire goal of the whole party is to try to throw me off as much as you can. That's at least how my house plays it.
That's kind of how it works. Yeah.
Okay, that's easy.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
if I put like a bar in front of you, and I'm expecting you to go talk to this guy, you say nah,
You
fuck
said-
that. I'm gonna go fucking pickpocket this other guy.
You said bar?
Yeah,
Okay.
tavern. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah, that's
When
all
you
it
said
is.
bar, I pictured like an actual like physical bar, and I was like, we got limbo under it. Like, come on. Like,
To get back to what practice I read about AMC, I think it was.
yeah.
When you said 6 decks, my dumbass thought it was not 6 decks. It was 6 decks. And they
Six stack.
And I'm like,
Like, reaching underneath each one to like mix a little.
yeah, I'm like, there's no way that would work.
No, like how normal. So a lot of normal like CDJ like configurations are like 4 decks.
Yeah.
So it's just 6 now.
Well-
I've seen some artists do it and it's really cool, but I've not seen anyone do like the mixing like AMC does.
I mean, I've never heard of him.
It's crazy to watch. Yeah, and he's a really, really good like. He's definitely one of those top like level D&B artists. Like it's funny because like yesterday, DJ Craze, who's like one of the most world-renowned DJs, like did a live set, and during it he was talking about like he played drum and bass like the whole time, and it was on the Insomniac one, the Insomniac Twitch, and while doing it, I guess he's doing it every first Wednesday of the month from now on.
Yeah.
So while doing it, he started naming off like some of the like big like goats of like drum and bass, and he was like, of course, Andy C. Always gotta give it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
World of Drums, like gotta give it up. Like Bad Company, and like he even made sure to say, and AMC. AMC is dope.
Wait, Bad
like-
Company?
Yeah, Bad Company.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
Bad Company UK. I think
Yeah.
that's the name.
It's not
Yeah.
it's not the band that Five Finger Death Punch did that song cover of Bad Company by Bad Company.
No.
No, okay,
no.
okay. I'm
Yeah.
sorry, man. My music reaches fucking far and wide, but
Battlefield Bad Company. What?
Oh yeah, wait, hold on. Just because of the chat, Pendulum.
I played
Pendulum.
Pendulum at the beginning of the stream. You want to
Well,
fight? I
someone
played
said-
I played
someone-
Witchcraft.
Oh, good one. Okay, I have a question. It's gonna be like more like a challenge. I need one of you guys um to tell me what is the name of the pendulum singer.
Rob
Rob
Swire.
Squire.
Okay.
They both said it.
Yeah. Okay, what is the name of the bassist?
Oh, I don't know that. I only
Like,
know the drummer.
I don't know that. All I know is Rob Swire.
I know the
Shit.
drummer.
The bass guitar player.
It's a good question, actually.
Anybody in chat know?
And
Anybody in the chat?
like,
Throw it up.
he's actually the Rob Swire partner in Knife Party. So
Oh, fuck.
Oh, shit. Makes a lot of sense, actually.
Yeah, I just know KJ's the drummer. And Rob Squire's the
Nice.
singer.
Yeah.
But I mean, if Wastelands was gonna happen, I don't know if y'all saw, but they did like the fresh meat kind of like wish list, where we could
Mhm.
vote for who was fresh meat, and he put Pendulum on that fucking list.
Okay, so I'm just gonna say if that one does not get like at least like let's say if it's on a percentage value, if there's not
It's
at least
votes.
70% of votes, like yeah, like if not 70% of the votes go to Pendulum, like I'm never going to Lost Land.
Dude, like I'm sitting there, I'm like, wait, KJ's the drummer for Destroyed,
Yeah,
and Downlink's Downlink's always fucking there, and it's
Downlink.
Excision's,
Yeah, I was gonna say.
it's Excision's fucking show. Why wouldn't he be there? Let's fucking bring Destroyed back, baby.
Yeah,
Like,
didn't they do Destroyed like the first year?
yeah, and they literally destroyed the stage.
Yeah, I remember that. I mean, like fucking Excision's festival, he can destroy whatever he
They caught
wants.
the volcano on fire.
Yeah, like,
Like, come the
dude, I
fuck
still
on.
remember. I still remember going to EDC and seeing Excision play at the forgot the name of the stage. The ones that like shoot off fire, like the the
Bass
bass
pods?
pods. Yeah, that was
Phase
it.
odds, yeah.
And like apparently every year that Excision goes, he literally sets that one of the bass pods on fire. Like it's just
I'm not even
it
yeah.
surprised.
he's always destroyed that stage every year. Like
Yeah.
the sounds go off or something's happened.
something. Yeah. Like I
Like,
remember here.
he always destroyed
They
us.
want him to do that.
I remember
They-
the last
They
year.
rig
Like
it so he does it.
yeah, I was gonna say like he's not in charge of pyrotechnics. How is he setting fires and stuff? Like
I'm gonna go grab another one. The make good on my word for Sunny for who donated the
Definitely.
subs. So
Yep.
do it.
yeah.
Yeah.
go for it.
Wait, if he does bits next, does that
I-
count as another one?
Bits are weird. I don't know. I haven't fucking worked this out. Okay, I only fucking figured out subs.
Okay.
Okay.
Bits, I'll do it for. I'll keep a running track of my head. Every 500 bits, if you donate 500 for some fucking ungodly reason, please don't.
Okay.
Every 500, I'll do it.
Oh god,
Okay,
now we're
wait,
gonna.
I'm about to go
someone's
in.
I was
gonna
gonna
donate
say-
500 bits. Damn.
If it bits, it sits.
Yeah, but
If it bits, it
music
sits.
festivals,
Yeah.
we don't think they're gonna happen this year.
So I know
Festivals
some
are not
festivals
gonna
are still. I know some festivals are still kind of like planning out, and the biggest thing that I've seen is there's a major difference between festivals that are saying like hey, for example, like we want to run a festival. This festival's gonna happen in the next like 1 or 2 months, and we're gonna make mask optional. Then there are festivals that are like, hey, we're gonna plan this out later, like towards October. We're gonna make it so that way we have like full safety procedures. We're gonna make it so that way masks are mandatory, things like that. And the difference is like one, a lot of people are thinking about festivals from the mind state. Like, will this festival run because of the state? One, that's always gonna be the biggest thing. Like, because if the state's like you cannot run any type of event with more than 1,000, then there's no way a festival's gonna happen. Like, just based off
Yeah.
of budget, there's no way any festival is going to try to run anything less than 1,000. On two, like you gotta think about it like this: like, if a festival runs like during the time of like a pandemic and everything, there's a huge liability. It is a massive liability. All you need is one wook to show up sick,
Mhm.
and that's it. Like, everyone's getting infected.
Well,
And-
I'm sorry, I just got something to come across my desk. Apparently,
Uh.
Megalodon, Al Ross, and Chaim Ghost are doing a bedroom set over on YouTube. We're gonna check,
Oh.
check that out after.
Oh, nice.
Done here.
Okay.
Let's raid them after this.
Oh, dope.
We can't.
Yeah.
They're on YouTube.
So
It's YouTube rated.
Dude,
Make
fuck
it
that.
happen. We'll figure it out.
If we go to YouTube, it's like whatever.
you're just not trying hard enough.
I know
Yeah.
we talked about it during. I can't remember whose fucking podcast. I know we talked about Twitch versus YouTube. Like Twitch, we know everybody who's everybody at this point, like in the rave community.
Yeah.
But on YouTube, yeah, you have 10k people, but who the fuck knows each other? I could say I'm going to Insomniac right now, and I don't know at least 10 people who are just chilling out.
You guys at the @ on my like social media, you have Sage Arts Design. Is Sage Arts Design?
It's an S.
Yes.
I'll fix it right now.
Sage
I am
Arts
so sorry.
Design.
I just copied your I just copied whatever you had on Discord.
Yeah.
Did you say
Sage Arts.
change it? Yep. We'll fix
Yeah.
that right now.
No worries. Yeah, my girlfriend just like messaged me and told me. I was like, oh,
Good luck to
okay.
your girlfriend then, my guy.
Yeah.
Oh.
Which one are you? Are you not that one? You're not that one.
Okay. Bro, are you gonna do the thing?
I'll make sure I fix Sage first. Like that is more
Yeah,
important than the
that's
shotgun.
fair. That's fair.
So it's just an
Do
S
it.
after arts.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sage Arts
you go.
Designs or Sage Arts
I made the
Design?
move.
Designs. Yeah,
Design
like,
with an S.
yeah.
I think we have it Sage Arts Design, not Sage Arts
Yeah,
Design.
I just fixed it.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna move it over, and then I'm gonna do a shotgun. But at the end of the day, how do you two feel? Like I know you guys have worked together multiple times. How is it to like work with a VJ for Crack, and how is it work with a DJ for Sage? Like whoever wants to field that question first.
You want me to go first, Brack?
Yeah.
So like from a VJ standpoint, a lot of it is one, making sure like you know your content, like you're able to play by ear, being able to kind of adjust, and a lot of times, like let's say if I know I'm booked for a show, I'll look up what kind of show it's gonna be, or I'll ask what kind of like music the person produces, or just look up their stuff. So for example, like visuals that I'll use for a house show won't work for visuals that I'll use for like a rhythm set. But besides that, like, when I first started VJing, like I learned a little bit of DJing and sound design, so that way I could kind of understand like being able to play things by ear. And you quickly realize that, like, especially VJing, like you're gonna need to be able to do that. Like you're gonna be able to understand. One, like, okay, I can hear the BPM this is going at. I can hear when the cue for the next song's coming on. Even like big name VJing, like you have like programs like for example Show Control, which lets you be able to get like a SMPET like signal and be able to see like what they're seeing as far as like let's say for example like Serato and everything. Well, Tractor and everything. But even then, like there's only so much the program can handle that you need to be able to handle, like if the program can't. So as far as playing with like different DJs, like a lot of times whenever I get booked with a different DJ, I'll ask them like, do you have any type of, for example, any type of like art style? Like, do you have a color theme? Do you have a logo? Do you have anything like specific theme you want to use? Because at the end of the day, like no matter what the show, whether it be an online set, whether it be like in person, like everyone's putting it together. Like there's no such thing as like it just being one person to create like this whole show. So like as a VJ, you gotta think like I'm working with this DJ. DJ's leading it by leading like the audio and everything, and I'm pretty much creating it where I'm creating the visual experience of that.
Oh hell yeah.
So.
Okay.
And Crack, how is it working with a VJ? Like, do you not just give a shit what they do, or do you kind of?
No, actually, I never worked with a VJ before the quarantine, so that was new for me. It's always like, for me, it was always about the music, like because I never knew, like before, I never met a VJ. Oh, I never worked with that VJ before. But I always look into it like have visuals and all of that. But that was because of my computer or my PC specifications. I don't never like couldn't make it or basically play anything because when I build my computer, like for music production, DJ, and all of that, I focus on that. I never focus on the visual side. So I don't even like buy a graphics card. Um, After I met Angel and other VJs on the Discord,
But
and I
just
start working.
Hades. Because Hades and you were a fucking good combo. Then Sage came along and you two picked up, and it's like, yo, like I still love Hades to this day. But
Yeah.
Sage is just such a fucking god with the visuals. I can't even fucking hold myself.
Yeah,
Aw.
he is.
I don't know if you guys can see it, but I'm
Did we
blushing.
have enough foreplay? Can we just go? Can we just go in now?
Just
Yeah.
yeah.
But sorry to cut you off like that.
Yeah. With the Hades, that was a little bit different because he's actually like 100% all the time, like a full time VJ.
Mhm.
And Angel's more like a visual. I forget how you call it. Creative.
I kind of
visual.
I was gonna say
Yeah.
so like I don't only just VJ. I also make content. I also do a lot of other like 3D and animation stuff too as well. So it's like I a lot of like I can't really talk on about like Hayes like how he runs stuff. I know for example like he's really good. We've talked a bunch like and it's just the difference is like every VJ approaches like how they control differently. Like I've seen a bunch of different VJs. I've talked to a bunch of like different ones. I'm in a group called VJ Union. Anyone that's thinking about being a VJ or anyone's thinking about like researching it, VJ Union Global is really good. And it's just a network of all the different VJs from all around. And everyone like could use the same program, and everyone uses it completely different. It's like for example, like even down to MIDI controllers. It's a lot of people have said the same thing about VJing and DJing. VJing is DJing with video. So it's a lot of the same thing where DJs do things completely different, and it's just whatever works for that person, you know?
Yeah. Like me and Trude have
Yeah.
been trying to figure shit out. Like whenever, let's say we have a show on Wednesday. We have our shows every Wednesday, by the way.
Mhm.
Electric Underground every Wednesdays.
If you're bored on Wednesday, fucking come through.
They
But-
play Pendulum.
We
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hate
Well, they're trying.
sometimes.
They're trying. Sometimes they're
But-
trying.
But no, like we've been trying to figure out just like how to actually do like a better job being a VJ, because we know you're not always available, and well, me and Trude all. I'm just gonna say it. We just sit on our ass and we occasionally go to work, and that's it.
Yeah.
So like
Yeah.
we like somebody's like, yo, I sent you a mix. I need visuals. We're trying to figure that out every fucking
We're
step of
trying
the
to
way.
figure that out. We just run it
Nope.
through Milk Drop. And if you know what Milk Drop is, it's literally just set it and forget it.
Yeah.
And
And
I'm like,
we wanna-
I've been playing around
'Cause
with other
even-
programs now.
I was gonna say because even the OGs know what Milk Drop is.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
we want to make it look better, but I'm too stupid to fucking figure it out. Cause I can't figure
Yeah,
out like how to transition scenes without fucking clicking that goddamn arrow and it not looking like shit.
Yep.
So I'm gonna have to sit down and figure that one out. Like actually, like I
Yeah.
know I'm not trying to say I'm on your level or anything. I'm not even trying to say I'm a fucking VJ. I'm just an asshole who sits here and hits next. That's
I'll
all
be
I
real.
do.
So I'll be real. I've even had I'm not gonna name names or anything like that, but I've met VJs that are touring like VJs who are absolutely fantastic
Mhm.
that don't do any content creation. So like the artists they're on tour with will have graphic designers or motion designers create the actual like animations, create all that, and then the VJ will control it live during the show. But as far as the actual like clip, they'll have like an art house design it beforehand.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's honestly a lot of VJs like do that. And the difference is like even with that, like those VJs are still fantastic. Like it's the same thing as like I've met DJs that are producers that even if they're a really good producer live, they may not be the best DJ. And one of those things where it's a balance in that situation.
Yeah.
And I've met DJs that are absolutely mind-blowingly great DJs live, but don't. So it's one of those things where it's like you can be really good at one and still not have to worry about the other, or you can do both. It's once again, it works. Everybody's different. Everyone has their own workflows, you know.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
And with I'm sorry, I just noticed this in chat.
What's up?
Are you Bizong, when you said you found a therapist, like, are you saying, like, what are you trying to mean when you say, he said he finally found a therapist, didn't have one at all through COVID, thank you all? I'm just trying to fucking, okay, you're up to 300 yonder, stop it, Sonny.
Yo, did you stock on that beer yet?
I did. Check
No.
the VOD, I'm up to 2. But he said he found a therapist.
Wait, how many bits are up?
Sonny's at 300.
Wait, is it like-
is it active or is it just through one person?
I'm going active. If anybody donates 100 bits, it adds up to the total. 500 bits, I'll shotgun. A sub, I shotgun. That's all I'm saying.
See,
Okay.
these are the questions we need to know.
I
Cannot
barely know what the
cheer
hell
your
I'm doing at
own
this
tail.
point.
That's some BS. Yeah, it is. We want Bromer to drink.
Oh, Rolls, I'm sorry, Electric Vibes. You have another account. Don't try to bullshit me. If you want to cheer, go ahead and get on your phone. But no.
Oh my god. It's more expensive on your phone now.
It
At least
is?
It used to be. At least it used to be,
Okay,
yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah, I just noticed it.
But yeah, I mean, with visuals in mind, and even DJs, like, without you guys, like, the EDM scene would have never taken off, clearly without the DJs. But the VJs had just fully fucking said, alright, fuck you, we're breaking this to the next level. Because if you go to a live band, yeah, you're just getting a live band. But if you just go to an EDM artist,
Some of them have visuals, but a lot of them don't, yeah.
like, hell,
Um,
I saw Midnight Tea right before quarantine hit. And I was upset because it was just him with the table. Because Slander was the headliner, and well, god damn it. I love Slander, but fuck Slander at the same time. They don't shut the fuck up.
So that's actually another thing. So I've worked shows where it's like not electronic music. Like for example, I've worked like hip hop shows.
Yeah.
I've worked even like live band shows. And the difference is like depending on the genre, like is the different type of approach you take towards like the show. So for example, if it's a live band show, you gotta have a camera. Gotta have multiple cameras. You did it. There it is.
There's 500. All right. I'm gonna go grab a
600.
beer. Keep going with whatever you're saying.
Keep doing it.
600.
And then versus like hip hop and rappers, like a lot of it's like you're not switching as quickly because they're doing full song like sets where it's like a full song's like a 3-minute like intro versus like let's say if it's an electronic show where depending on the genre, like your song's on, like you'll have a song where you're changing up visuals at maybe a 30-second, 10-second increment. It's one of those things where with electronic shows, the stage production, VJing, lighting, like all come more in just a bigger. I mean, it's electronic, so it's electronic stuff going on, you know. But like it's one of those things where I've also seen DJs play like sets where they're boiler room style or do sets where it's like there's no extra visuals going on and still fantastic.
I'm sorry for the uneducated. What is a boiler set?
A boiler room set is, so I kind of nicknamed those the ones where it's like if you picture like a boiler room, like a basement or something, where it's like a table, decks, like that's pretty much it. Like it's like back to the basics.
Around you.
All the people around you, yeah.
Yeah.
That's
like-
the best set. Like for
It-
DJs, to understand, like that's the best set for DJs. Like
It's
you
so
feel
much
the
fun.
crowd over
Yeah,
you. You feel like you're vibing with the crowd. Like
yeah,
vibe.
dude. I've seen a lot of like big name DJs, like including like I saw one where it was Skrillex in Shanghai. He did one. Carl
It's just like when
Cox's-
they're around. It's just like you have people constantly surrounding you, like instead of
Yeah.
just
If
in
you
front
want
of you.
good examples of it, look up boilerroom.tv. They do like they're worldwide. They do a bunch of different ones with different artists.
Mhm.
One of two of my favorite ones that like they're anyone that watches them, they're like these two sets are legendary. One is always gonna be Wow. Purity Ring. Purity Ring's one is legendary. Not only because the guy's set was really good, but also because the crowd is really funny. Like, there's stuff going on. Like, you'll watch it. There's a guy tripping at one point. Like, and the cameras are just, like, normal, like, just passing around. Dia's one is really, really good. Like, he's actually, from his Boiler Room set, after watching it, I want to see him live. Hands
Really?
down. Yeah, and he's a fantastic producer.
Who?
Dia.
Okay.
Yeah, I think
Is-
that's how you pronounce it.
All right, is he under? Like,
I
is
was
he?
Cage
How
for
far
number.
underground is he? Like, is he like our level of underground, or is he like Electric Hawk level of underground? 'Cause I've never heard of
No,
this
like,
guy.
he's not underground whatsoever. He's,
Really?
like, headlining at big festivals, yeah.
No shit.
Who? HD?
Dia.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, I know a bunch of people know him.
yeah, he's
Like,
really, really good.
He's not necessarily EDM. He's like actually like kind of mainstream.
Yeah. And like I said, his Boiler Room sets are really, really cool to watch. If you can watch his Montreal one, like his Montreal one is one of my favorite ones.
Yeah.
There's literally a guy in the background. There's a couple of guys in the background. Like, it's like a crowded like floor and everything. And there's a couple of people playing Wizard
Kate
Staff.
Tronada.
Kate Tronada, that's how you pronounce it.
Yeah.
There's a couple of guys playing Wizard Staff walking around, and like every
Wizard
time I'll
staff?
see him, dude. How do you not know what Wizard Staff is? You play D&D and you drink beer.
I'm thinking of like a legitimate wizard staff.
Is that
Like,
where you stack the beers on top of each other and use it as a staff?
Bingo.
oh,
Yeah, so-
okay.
Yeah, so you drink a canned beer, and then when you finish it, you tape that empty to the bottom of your next beer. And the point of the game is to build a staff the same height as you. Whoever builds their staff the same height as them first is the Grand Wizard.
Got it.
I guarantee
I'm
you,
pissed.
every festival you've ever been at, there's been somebody in the campsites playing it. You just
I'm
didn't
playing
know.
that from here on out. Like,
Yeah.
have you ever heard of the shittiest game known to man called Beer Darts?
No,
sounds
but go
awful.
ahead. Go on.
You literally take a fucking dart, and you put 2 beers between your fucking feet, and you have 2 people sitting across from you with 2 beers underneath their feet too. And you throw a fucking real dart at the beer, and your goal is to make them shotgun.
All of that sounds terrible.
Oh,
That sounds awful.
Oh,
That sounds
like
really
actually
dangerous.
it's dangerous as
Yeah.
shit. My one buddy fucking literally took a dart to like right here, and we were leaving for Cedar Point the next day to go work for them. Took a dart in his hand. I shit you not, it was like this fucking big.
Dude,
it was
so
my God.
huge.
So if I don't even like shotgunning because like it breathes. It's one of those things where it's a lot of work. But like, have you ever done a strawpedo?
Isn't that a shotgun with a bottle?
Yeah, and it's a lot cleaner and a lot easier and faster.
Nah, fuck
and
that.
more alcohol. Like, yeah.
No, that's too much work, man. You gotta put a straw in your shit. Fuck that.
That's all it is. You literally, if you have a bendy straw, you can do it any bottle
and your
beer,
but your
and that's it.
airflow is so fucked.
No, it's not. Like,
Dude.
it's even better.
I've downed those 3 of them in like at least 5 seconds.
Yeah,
You can't
That
do that
sounds
with a
about right.
fucking straw.
you can totally do it. The fastest I've ever strawpedo a beer was 3 seconds.
Stop inserting straw hot rolls, you piece of shit.
Somehow, too much work. Insert
Yeah.
straw.
But no, I mean, like I play a lot of drinking games because hi cat, ADD.
Hey, cat.
Okay.
But I play a lot of drinking
Angel,
games.
where's your cat?
Nugs.
He ain't chilling. But I play a lot of drinking games and like Kings. Obviously,
Kings.
Kings is easy. Everybody knows Kings at this point.
Quarters. If you do that, like,
Fuck
if you ever play quarters with
quarters.
me, if
Fuck
you ever play
quarters.
quarters with me, I only play using Korean won, and it's because like won is like lighter weight, so it bounces higher.
Oh my
That's
God.
cheating.
True story. No, it's being resourceful.
Brack,
Brack
is there
just
any...
smiling all the time. I
Brack.
just want to be as cheese as
Brack.
Brack.
Hey,
The
Brack,
thing is,
serious
like,
talk.
I don't know any of these games.
Oh, Brack, we gonna
Neither
teach
do
you.
I'm gonna be honest.
Oh, we gotta teach you both. What?
Yeah. like,
Okay, do you two know any drinking games that we probably have never heard of?
No.
Prague, you have any that you might have?
I know you're from Argentina, so you probably have some weird shit on us.
Venezuela.
Venezuela. I'm sorry. I am drunk. I've had
Sir,
3 shotguns.
sir.
Roll with me.
I think I don't know. Like we have so many games, but usually we have the same. Like the one that get to my mind right now are the same. Like never have I ever and all that. But like let me think something like really.
Okay.
Okay, 'cause I mean, like, even Kings is never have I ever, essentially. Like, it has one, because all you do is draw a card and you do something correlating to that card. Like, 2 is,
Yeah.
what is it, like, 3?
It depends on the game. Like house rules. Like it's always one of the things where it's
I
like
know it's
depending
4.
on
I
where you
know
play
4
it.
is 4. I always rush to a 4 when I see a 4.
Yeah.
Like, it's a thing.
Have you guys ever heard of? Actually, this is more than a drinking game. Have you ever heard of hashing?
No.
Hashing is a drinking club. It's like an international thing. You might look it up and find like a hash in your like city. Um, it is a drinking club with a running problem, also known as a running club with a drinking problem.
Wait,
And I
wait.
used to do,
Is this you have to do the beer mile?
like they do different ones. Like there are different types of runs, and like they have different rules for each run. But pretty much, it's like you have 2 people, like 1 or 2 people that are the hares, and they go out running, and they lay down a trail, and everyone has to try to like they get head start, and everyone has to like try to find this trail and like catch up to them. And at like certain markers, you drink. Certain markers, you sing songs. You get bag tags, a bunch of other stuff. And usually it ends with everyone at a bar drinking a lot.
Sage, have you ever done a beer mile?
I have done a beer 6 mile. Yeah.
What?
Yeah, it was called a Swill Team 6.
I barely
it was-
survived my beer
14,
mile.
6, oh my god.
Yeah, so it was like it was a hash run where you start the run and you have to have 6 beers on you. So like I
Every
had
mile
like a
you
6
chug?
pack. Yeah, so at every mile or so, like and it was fast. Every mile or so, you would, and it's not like you're running down a street. It was like I think at one point we were running through like an actual like car wreck yard. Like it was like wrecked cars around us.
Okay.
And it was like the sun was out and it was towards the afternoon once we started, and by the time it was done it was like middle of the night. So you would come up to a marker that had like a 6 on it, and the moment you saw it, like that meant drink. You had to like take your beer, either shotgun it or chug it, and then you had to keep the empty on you and then keep running. And then by the time you got to the last one, like that was you had to, by the time you were done, you had to have all 6 cans on.
That's
Like-
fucked up.
Oh, it was fun. I will not do it again, but it was fun. Like,
Cause I know my beer mile, like I did that shit and I was done for the day.
Yeah.
Like there was nothing I could have done. I couldn't only imagine 6 miles because, well,
yeah.
I ran cross
Quick-
country when I was in high school. That's why I have the CC on my arm.
Okay.
And yeah,
Oh.
my team hated me because I was just the alcoholic and just drinking whenever I fucking could.
Yeah.
But we were also a bunch of degens in my school. Well, 3 of us. We would just go out on like a practice run. Could be practice after school.
Mhm.
And we would just go smoke. Just go smoke a shit ton of weed.
Yeah.
Just randomly in the park. That's all we did. Then we would just
Uh,
do beer miles.
I like it's funny because I remember like I started hashing when I was in the army like years ago, and like it was like I remember like I ended up hashing for like maybe a month straight, where it was like I started doing the runs that were during weekdays, like after work, but it was like those runs were less about the drinking and
Mhm.
more like running and everything, and it
Yeah.
was really fun because all the guys were really fun to like run with and everything, and I got my nickname through it because of it, and which is absent-minded, which is like my hash name. So I remember like in the army, like one of the things they used to have you do was like a 2-mile run, like where they would time your 2 mile, and it was
Yeah.
like part of your like physical test and everything.
PT.
And yeah, in a month I shed a minute off my 2-mile run,
Damn.
and they were like, and I lost a bunch of body fat, and they were like, how the do that? And I was like, yeah, oh yeah, you know how hard this is to run 2 miles? Picture doing this drunk. This is easy.
Okay, Sage, you did say that this was like a very well-known thing. Like, if you just Google it, you may be able to find one in your area.
Yeah.
Okay, because somebody in chat just asked, "Where's that at?" Sounds fun as hell.
Yeah.
It's-
So like they're called hash houses. Like it's one of those things. Like I said, like every city has a one. Like I found one out here in Nashville called Music City Hash House Harriers. I kind of want to do one with them. When I was in Korea, it was the not the whoa, wow, I forgot the original hash house I started with, but the Osan Bulgogi Hash House Harriers. Bet.
Did you?
And
Wait, were you born in Korea?
no.
Okay.
No, he was born in New York. He just
Hey,
spent some time.
Yeah.
Hey, I only talk to Sage. I only talk to Sage about fucking Warframe. That's all we
Yeah.
really ever talk about. Like,
Yeah.
I've never gotten to know this motherfucker.
Yeah, I was in so like I was stationed in Korea twice, like a year each time.
No shit.
Yeah, and I am a avid pizza head because of the fact of being born and raised in New York.
Wow. So we have a very broad diversity right now. I didn't realize. Like, I knew you were of Asian descent, but I didn't realize how.
I'm not.
Wait, what? Fuck
Yeah,
you.
no, dude.
Fuck you.
What the fuck?
Dude, he's fucking
I'm
drunk.
done.
Dude, what the fuck?
Hey, this has been the
No,
guest
it's
list. I'm gonna end the stream. I'm sorry,
First
Sage,
thing.
if I offended you.
Nah, dude, you're fine. It's okay.
I'm gonna be
Angel,
real.
I bet if you or Sage, I bet if you did an ancestry DNA test, it would come back like, bro, I don't even know.
100% about it.
I mean, like, even at the end of the day, like, not even just diverse, just people who've traveled. Because we got, hell, Prac has been all over South America, I assume, right?
Not all over,
But pretty much.
Yeah,
Yeah.
different countries. Yeah.
I have
I'm
never
part of
ventured
Europe.
out of Ohio or PA. So, I'm a piece of shit. I went to Florida
Yeah.
once. That
I've
was
stayed
it.
in the Mid-Atlantic for like 99% of my life.
So, me and Sherman are in the same fucking boat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you guys have-
I went to California once. I went to Florida twice. I went to Michigan once.
I like traveling, so it's one
Yeah,
of
I
those
like
things where
traveling
like,
too. I don't have
yeah.
the money to travel. Also,
Is-
it's Corona time.
Is that why you
The
decided
big-
to join the military?
No, not at all. I hate Florida. That's one of the big reasons why I decided to join the
You were saying, get
military.
me the fuck out of here.
Literally, I hate Orlando with a passion. Like,
Wow.
yeah,
That's
I've had
fair.
this conversation many a times before about how much I hate Orlando.
I know, I've been in them.
Yeah. Besides that, like, it was also like good so that way I can like get college paid for. I got my degree, got to be able to like hang out, meet a bunch of new people, got to travel. I'm not gonna lie, being in sucked a lot. Like anyone that tells you, oh yeah, like when I was in, it was a blast. I'm like, yeah, okay, cool. So that like 10% time when you got to go out and do stuff, that's fun. But like the rest of the 90%, oh dude, no. Like, but after you get out, like being able to have school like paid for, being able to kind of take time and do everything at my pace was really nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, even just like, did you go to did you go to school for like visual design, like graphic design?
Well, I got my bachelor's in graphic design, but I started designing when I was a kid, and a lot of it that I know was hands-on experience.
Yeah.
I've worked in like everything from print companies, like web, 3D. Like I've worked as a graphic for a long time now. And actually, it's crazy. The first VJ like set that I got to do live was, I still remember it. It was for like a year when I was in Korea. I had learned about VJing and like I started practicing it. Where in my barracks room where I was practicing with like a little projector and just understanding the programs and everything. Bless you. And
Hey,
it was but I was like learning how to create content and doing all the like pretty much doing all the practical stuff. And when I got stationed at in El Paso in Texas, I remember going to like a show and
Yeah.
seeing I think it was like Eric Pritz. I went to the show and saw like the visuals. I was like, the visuals they're using are like some of the ones that come free with a program. Like, I was like, can I talk to your guys' VJ? Ended up talking to the dude, really cool homie to this day. And he was also their LD, and he was like, hey, like, we're running a show. Like, we ended up hooking up through Facebook and talking more. And he was running a show like following week. He was like, hey, like, we're gonna be running this show. Like, it's gonna be TGR and GTA. Like, come by, bring your controller. And like in my head at the time, like bring your controller, just like you need a backup controller. Like in my head, there was no thought of like, oh, I'm about to control. Like, and as soon as I got there, he was like, yeah, you're controlling for the openers. Like, go ahead, plug in. Here's the computer. And I was just like blown away. Lucky I had my hard drive, like plugged in everything, got up and running. And my first show was like 5,000 people.
Oh, hell
And
yeah.
by the time the openers was done, he was like, dude, you're killing it. Like, keep going. And I got to control for TJR and GTA, and that was my
fuck
first show.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Really fun show.
All right.
Like, really cool way to intro for it.
Well, I want to keep going. I really do, but we gotta wrap this up because, well, we only had
Yeah,
an
we
hour.
got a lot of stuff to do. Yeah.
Yeah.
Crack.
Give me
Thanks for
1
being
second.
on.
Do you sure help me out real quick?
Yeah. So we're getting to the end of our time. We got about 4 minutes left, or not, whatever. Anyways, Angel,
go downstairs,
really
jump
great
back,
talking
come
with
out
you.
run.
Prack, really great having you here. What you back on?
Yeah, sorry, my fucking roommate's being a piece of shit per usual.
Okay, well I kind of brought us out a bit. I thank them. Also, y'all are the homies.
Yeah.
You're in the server all the time, and I mean, we'll probably be talking later, honestly.
Prack.
Yeah,
If
we
you're in
always
the
are.
chat and you're not in the Discord server, exclamation point
If you
Discord.
need any kind of visuals done or anything, Sage, he's willing to. You may have to deal with like waiting a little bit. I'm assuming because I don't know how busy you are.
Depends. I always say this, like, if you have a question, reach out to me. I'm
Yeah.
willing to answer a question. Like,
Very
and
nice.
yeah, like, it's always one of those things where even when people have hit me up and they're like, hey, I've had people tell me, like, they didn't want to hit me up because they're like, oh, it's gonna cost a lot, or it's gonna be, like, a big time frame or something of the sort. I'm like, all you can do is ask. If you ask me, then I can actually give you a question, like,
Fair enough.
answer. But if you don't ask me, then I can't really do much, you know?
All right.
Yeah.
Now, I'm giving you a fucking 5-minute warning because it's probably gonna go for the next 5 minutes. 5-minute warning. If you gift a sub or you do any sub, I would do a shotgun. Just a fair warning.
Okay.
Okay, and to bring us out,
Brack,
Yeah.
you want to plug tomorrow?
Yeah. So tomorrow at 6 p.m. CST, we have once again Electric Labs. And well, another episode or another edition of Electric Lab. I don't have a guest yet. I've been talking with some people, but I'm not sure if they're down like 100%. So I'm not gonna put any names. But just join me and the Electric Vibes community tomorrow at 6 p.m. CST.
What are you
on
currently
Twitch.
working on?
I think I'm gonna keep working on the same song that I started last Friday.
For anybody who
Um,
wasn't there, what was the song? I'm sorry, I'm trying to
Okay,
really
so
build you
yeah,
up.
the song was about, well, we started doing like a dubstep, and then we turned it to a drum and bass and like a half step kind of like song. Yeah, we like basically we make a song 150 BPM, turn it to 174 BPM or 172 BPM, and destroy that. Like I love what we have right now, and I have so many ideas to work on it.
All right.
So, and tomorrow we might have some like
Exterior help.
interaction. Yeah, interaction for the people. Like if you sub, so you give a sub, or if you give like some kind of amount of bits, we can twist a little bit the song.
If you gift a sub, I'll jump in the Discord with you, and if you sub or just, I'll shotgun again. I got you, fam.
Yeah,
little twist.
yeah, well, a little bit like a twist. But yeah, I just want to like be everybody like involved, everybody on Discord,
Yeah.
everybody on Twitch, everybody on the chat. You
Alright.
know,
Yeah, it's fair. I'm sorry to cut you off.
Scotty and Sage, just get a room already.
God damn you, Scotty. But all right, Sage, you got anything coming up that's like big in your, not even just the EDM world, but just coming up that people should look forward to?
Not really. Nothing really on the schedule, but I do plan on putting out like kind of a day where I do want to start scheduling a day throughout the week where probably like maybe Wednesday or Thursday. It's gonna be one of those things where I have to see when's like not busy for
Yeah.
everybody. I do want to do streams where it's kind of like a tutorial, listen and learn, where I'll have a concept of me working on something, and people can come in, ask questions, do like different themes like throughout each week. I kind of started doing them a while ago where it would be like a challenge of like in an hour or 2 hour I would break apart how to be able to create like a 3D loop, be able to break apart like the like intros to working on different programs. I've already talked to some people who they want to learn how to do they're beginner level VJs and they're or just really interested and they want to learn how to like kind of tricks and tips of the programs.
Well, Sage,
A lot of the stuff is just practice.
you know who to talk to about that, and you know he'll greenlight that shit immediately, because that's something that's like it is pretty prevalent in the EDM world. Like people like I want to learn, but I'm too.
I want to learn.
I'm just
I'm trying to get this stuff for when somebody says like, "Hey, we need visuals for our set." It's like, okay, well, I can fire up Resolume, I guess.
Yeah. So like, if you were to decide to do that, man, like I'd be in that fucking chat immediately.
Yeah,
Definitely.
I'm really interested in this sort of thing now.
Yeah,
So-
I'll definitely let you guys know.
Yeah. Just, you know-
They say yes, indeed.
yeah, there's a
like-
lot of people who are like, yeah, I'd be there for that shit. Like, dude,
Yeah.
we'll definitely talk to you about that in a little bit, like, because that's something that's really should be done, because we give, like, Prack, I love you, man, but you do give love to the DJs, and that's why I love you. But we need to give love to the fucking VJs, too, because some people just don't have the musical inclination to do that shit.
Nah.
But
yeah.
other than that, Sage, I have one final question for you that I've asked every guest we've had.
Okay.
Somebody who is just starting out and trying to figure out visuals. What's your best piece of advice to tell them?
So the big thing is there's kind of a difference where it's people that just want to start out controlling visual. If you want to start controlling visuals, the biggest thing is one, you have to go to shows. You have to see what other people are doing. You have to be able to like when you go to a show like and you're starting out, that should be your homework. Just like a DJ that when they go to a show, they listen to like transitions, they listen to track selection. They watch the DJ. You should be watching the video wall. You should, if you can, network with other VJs. Like, as a VJ, and I've been doing this for a while, all VJs, not all of them, but most of the ones I've ever met are all really humble, really nice people that are always willing to network, always willing to talk, and always willing to answer questions. The biggest thing is, one, learn your program. Like, I use Resolume. I love Resolume. I've used it for a long time. I know some people that use Mad Mapper, some people that use like Milk Drop, some people that use different programs. Learn that as a VJ, a lot of it's really technical. A lot of it's being able to say, well, this program can only do this. How can I figure out a workaround that'll bridge this program with these? And the biggest thing though is understanding like it's going to be a lot of research. It's going to be a lot of time where my workflow is going to work differently versus other people, but talk to other VJs and learn how they figure out different, you know?
Yeah, that's fair. And that's honestly like probably the best piece of advice for visual artists, like, because you need to fucking actually watch professionals do that shit.
Very true.
So, I mean, that was huge. Like, I mean, you got me fucking inspired. Like, I mean, yeah, I'm only using Milk Drop like Shroot said, but fuck it. Like, I'm inspired to, try to start to learn more shit, and because I've always watched the visuals.
Yeah.
I'll sum it up like this. The first show that, I still remember the show that inspired me to actually become a VJ. And
Mhm.
it was, I remember the moment was where I was already learning 3D. I was like, doing tutorials online and everything, and I felt like I hit the wall where it was like, okay, so like I'm beginning to learn how to do these animations, but how am I gonna show it to people? Do I like give them a website link or something?
Yeah.
And like I remember going to a show and seeing like the visuals in control with like on video walls and like giant jumbotrons mixed to the music, matched with like the environment, the confetti, the like the lighting, everything. And it was a whole big experience. And I fell in love and I said, this is what I want to do. This is something where I never thought to take animation and do it this way. Like it's inspiring. It's also like another big thing that I learned kind of just like playing around and like doing shows is a lot of people when they first start VJing, they go into it with the mind state that if there's a video wall, like they're the biggest thing, like they need to make sure like they're like they have the biggest presentation, like they're gonna have all these crazy visuals and not worry about everything else. Any good show works hand in hand.
Yeah.
Like you got the DJ, the lighting guy, the sound guy, like everybody, the LD, of course LD. Like, and it's one of those things where it took me a few years of VJing at first to learn this. It's really important to black out the video wall sometimes, like because it'll create like a sense of environment instead of just having it so that way everyone's focused on one element, you know?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you're part of a team. Act like a team.
Yeah. It's huge.
Yeah, I have one more thing to say.
Go ahead, Brack.
If you going to learn or you are learning something like VA or DJ or LD, just my recommendation is always this: be patient and enjoy the process. That's the two things you have to be in your mind. That's your mindset for I think everything you want to learn, basically. But if you are focused on that, always have that in mind. That helped me for the past 10 years. I'm very sure like for Sage, for Angel is the same thing.
Yeah.
Just be patient, enjoy the process. Just learn.
That's right.
Enjoy the learning.
Yeah. No, definitely. Like, and that's kind of why we're like, I'm all about Sage coming on, being like, yeah, I want to do that shit with the visuals, like teach people. I'm about it. Like, I will definitely have to talk to the person in charge and see when we can get you on for that, because I'm all about that shit.
Yeah, definitely down. It'll be a lot of fun.
Tomorrow we have Electric Lab, like Prack said. Definitely fucking come by and check that shit out, because that track is already turning into something nasty. Like,
yeah.
I sat that whole time and it was amazing. Monday we are doing a community day against our sister server Beyond Ravers. We are doing a Rocket League tournament, not tournament, but best of 5, and we will be having a caster, and we will just be fucking wilding out and having a good time with that.
We still need to figure out the like Raver D&D.
Hey. That's gonna be on Monday. I'm gonna start working on that as soon as we're done here. And maybe we'll drunk off and figure it out.
All right.
And Tuesday we have Aftershock. Correct? Yes?
Yeah.
Yes.
And Wednesday, we have a very, very big lineup involved. Not big, but we got our homie Keys that's been around, and we have our homie who's on last week, Abaddon. He will be on next week's lineup. So make sure you check that shit out, because that is going to be huge. But don't forget, after our podcast on Tuesday, we have Divine doing the gaming stream. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Usually he just plays horror games like Dead by Daylight or Friday the 13th, but I feel like he's open to anything, and I'm not gonna speak for him. But if you want to join, just hit him up, and he may say yes or no. I'm not gonna say yeah in any way for him. Other than that, True, you got anything else?
Again, if you're not on our Discord, join our Discord. I've plugged it like 3 times in the chat already. And honestly, just thank y'all for coming in. Thank y'all for watching. Thank you, Prack and Angel, for being here. Like, yeah,
All right.
that's about it. Anything else,
Cool.
Bromer?
Crack, you
Yeah.
got anything else?
No. Besides, like, I see you guys tomorrow
Yeah.
in the lecture lab. Maybe we have some surprise after the lecture lab. So stay tuned.
Oh, don't tease me like that, boy.
Dope.
Don't tease me like
Dope.
that.
Oh,
Sage, I know you said you were not much going on, but do you have anything else to add? Such as like you could plug all your socials right now.
Well, I mean, so my socials are all Sage Arts Designs. I'm on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, all the different ones. If anyone has any questions, including like not just like getting stuff worked on or just like any type of technical question, send me a message on any of them. I'm pretty active. I'm usually by all of them. If I'm not on my phone, I'm usually gardening or working out. So
You may just have to wait for a response.
yeah.
But all right, guys, this has been a fantastic episode of Guest List with Sage Art and Pragmatic. We are very excited to see you guys tomorrow for Pragmatic doing the Electric Lab. And just remember, wash your hands, even because
Wash your
quarantine's
hands.
still
Wear a
going
mask
on.
if you're going out in public.
Wear a mask.
Yep.
Wash your
Yes.
hands. Wear a mask.
We're all
Social.
ravers. You have masks. I know you do. Put them on because it's needed.
Yeah.
All right,
Okay.
guys. Have a great rest of your day, and we will definitely. I'll be here Tuesday to talk to you guys, and so will Shroot. But these two, Prac will be here fucking tomorrow. Make sure you check his ass out. And Sage, you're welcome whenever you want to just jump on the fucking Aftershock.
Oh, dope.
Alright.
All right.
Cheers.
Peace out.
Cheers.
Cheers.
See you guys.
Have a great night.
Yes.